Actually really looking forward to moving back to Bath. It's been so long since I lived there and I am an entirely different human being since I was last there. So it'll be really nice to catch up with friends, be back in the city and in our new house, which is exciting because our kitchen ceiling collapsed. It was a bit of a nightmare. That is why I actually went away and met my friends travelling, because yeah, I couldn't move in when I was originally planning to, but you know, I took it in my stride and just went with it, and it worked out for the best. I ended up travelling Europe for 3 weeks and I did 4 or 5 countries. So now it's back to reality. So the kitchen ceiling collapsed because of a leak in the bathroom that flooded it, which was an interesting phone call 4 days before I was supposed to move in. I'm in my new house. I am really happy with this room actually, because it's a really grey day, although on camera it's brightening it up a bit. It's quite dark in this house. There is no natural light at the moment really. So hopefully when the sun's shining it will be nice and bright in here. But yeah, no, I'm actually really happy with this house. We of course have a new kitchen and some bits of the bathroom new, but the whole kitchen's been redone because of the minor incident that happened. I am actually super happy with this house. It's definitely a new chapter. It feels strange to be back in Bath a little bit, but also it feels so natural and normal at the same time. I just can't believe I haven't lived here in almost a year and a half. Is today's outfit. So my top is extremely old monkey. This little red shawl I got from charity shop. This skirt I got from Vintage Market. It was a maxi. I turned it into a mini, but I've also made it a two-piece because I've made a top too. And my knee-high boots are like extremely old new look. Earrings were handmade in Italy. I got them in Rome. Somebody remind me why I decided I wanted the attic room. I think I found a Hoover inside the creepy cupboard that's like a whole ass room, and I've got to literally climb inside of it. Oh, there was already a spider dangling down when I opened the door. It's not ideal. Sorry guys. Oh, this is creepy. Yep, get out here. Oh, there's no Hoover in there. And now I'm in here for no reason. 10 out of 10, not worth the stress. So this is half of the before. I guess I've already done the top, as you can see, because I forgot to film it beforehand. But the remainder is now going to be black because I soon tell it's disgusting. And I want to change that. So my room is almost finished. I'm just waiting for some coat hangers to come in the post today, and then I can put everything on my clothing rail back there, all my coats and things, and I can actually tidy that area. It's safe to say that was the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life, possibly. Oh my god, it's horrendous. How do people do that? Do you know what's funny though, is the bottom drawer went basically perfect, and it's the bottom. Anyways, it's done. It's black, at least it's not blue. Moving on. This week I've also added all of my postcards from this summer from everywhere I went to the side of my wardrobe, which I really like the look of. I think my room is finally sorted. So in this corner I've got my coat rack and I put my bags and things on the front. I might be moving those bags by putting like a little hook on the wall here, but for now that's that. Got this little corner here. There's just this one tiny little box of things I need to sort, but for now I've just put that down there. Tidied the top of this up a little bit, so I've just got my rings, the little fake plant, my jewellery thing, and then my photo frame because there was a bit much on here. I also turned my books around so there's no colour, as there's quite a lot going on in this area. And I just got like my jewellery, makeup and sunglasses and perfumes and stuff here. I got my, like, one of my favourite Vogue covers. It's just such an iconic shoe. Fran Summers as well is just an icon. And then I got my little wicker drawers with a fake plant on, and then I've got all my real plants. So with this area, I had a tablecloth, which you can see, the grey checkered one, come yesterday. It's kind of like a PVC material, so if any soil or water, like any excess water comes through from the plants, it won't ruin the carpet underneath. So that's what I wanted for this little area, and it's also just added a little bit of depth and dimension to this corner of the room. I'm deciding to use this as my little bedside table for now, because it just goes really well, and I hadn't bought one, but I think this works as well. One thing I do want to add is some like vinyls on here on the slanted bit. I think that would just look really cool and just add a bit of depth and dimension. I can't believe that I start back at university for probably the last time ever in 2 weeks. That's, yeah, I'm not over that. We're at the bar. Tomorrow I'll be going into my 4th year of my final year of university. I know that once I graduate I don't want to put any pressure on myself to do anything in particular. I am actually missing London more than I imagined I would, and I love Bath. This is a beautiful city. It was the perfect place for me to come to uni. It really does feel like home. However, at the same time, I'm not sure it's going to be my home forever. It will be goodbye in a year's time. But on the upside of that is I know there is so much adventure, so many incredible things that are up ahead, and I'll be able to explore somewhere new. So yeah. Not sure if I showed you guys that I added some vinyls above my bed, so I love the look of it now. It took me some time to adapt to being a student again after working the 9-to-5 life for a while, getting back into a rhythm, a routine, and back to balancing it all again. A part of me definitely had forgotten how I used to do this. It's been a while. It is the 15th of December and I have officially finished uni for 2024 now, as of 2 days ago. We made it and I am so glad that I'm just done with it now. I just wanted to catch up because this year has gone so unbelievably fast. It is the 15th of December. The week after next is Christmas. And that just doesn't feel real to me because I've been so busy recently. It hasn't felt like December. Never mind Christmas, never mind anything else. This year has just gone so fast, and it's recently led me to just a lot of reflection. Just been reflecting a lot on my year, and honestly I just can't be more grateful for everything I have experienced this year. It honestly was just the most transformational year ever. Oh god, it's making me emotional thinking about it. And it led me to go solo traveling in France for 5 weeks whilst working remote out there, and that was also such like a transformational chapter, and I feel like it was so healing. After so much change, it was just me kind of putting pieces of myself back together slowly, and I did it by myself, which is what I really needed. Just kind of have that time for myself to just learn how to appreciate like who I've become and just my life really. I have definitely noticed how much I've changed and how much I'm better at managing so much now I'm back at uni. I feel just like a completely new person, and it feels like a full 360 degrees since I was last at uni, and this time 2 years ago. Today is actually the last day of Bath Christmas markets, and because I've been just chaotically busy the past couple of weeks, I have not had a chance to actually see them. So I am now going to head to the Christmas market. I have been going to a weekly yoga class recently, but I couldn't because I was working last week, and this week it's not on because of Christmas. So I'm just going to do some stretching because after the past week my body really needs it. Yeah, I've just been so full on and sitting at a desk for too many hours in the day. Got the brows did today. I need to brush them again. I like wiped my face earlier and they've gone different direction. Do that. Lovely. Double.